Today in this video, I'm going to be showing you the difference between our 760 and our 8600 CLAAS Combine. I'll start off with talking about our 760. This is a 2018 CLAAS Lexion 760 TT, which means it's got the tracks, the Terra track. These are not the high-speed tracks. There's not really that much difference between the high-speed and these. These go 18 mile an hour. The other ones go about 20. They claim 25, but these bigger machines only go about like 22, 23. So we got the slower ones without the suspension. Oreo likes talking whenever I'm talking, but this one's got a 385 bushel grain capacity. We've got a cat engine, which since this is the yellow and black colors, this will probably be our last machine that has the cat engine. They have completely done away with the cat engine now that they've went to the green machine. They have nothing to do with cat anymore. So this is the last one. This one has a C13 in it, pushing 500 horsepower. I think it's like 510 horsepower. This is a Class 9 machine. So supposedly Class 9, this one's a Class 9, the one in there is a Class 8, but they are same horsepower, so, and they're the same width of a machine throughout. They've actually improved the inside of the machine on the other combine, but I'll talk about that when we get to it. But yeah, this machine just got back from getting ready to rock and roll for this year. But really what I want to show you guys is kind of the difference between the inside of the cab. I didn't have a machine right beside when we first got the other combine, but now I do. So here you go. Here's the old cab, which they had. I think they had this all the way up to 2020, 2019, 2020, somewhere in there. Yeah. So they've had this cab layout for, shoot, probably 2010. Probably even before that. But yeah, this is kind of your old layout. No touchscreen. Mind you, this is a fairly new combine, 2018. Most other brands would have a touchscreen and all fancy stuff, but CLAAS kind of kept it simple in the cab for a really long time, and you would have to adjust everything through these dials. This is your selector to go in between certain things, and this is the old stick for reverse and forward. Kind of like this layout compared to the new one, but that's just because I'm used to this one. I think I'll get used to the other one. But yeah, really want to show you guys the inside of the cabs between these two. It's really crazy. So we're running 35-foot draper heads. We don't run any bigger because of our terraces. Yeah, 2 MacDon. I think they're FD1 35s. So the older heads. We are probably in a few years, we'll probably be updating our heads, just because these are kind of getting older. I think they're both 2018 heads. So yeah, this one's a really good machine. Loved it. We just picked it up last year, so this isn't a machine that we've had since brand new, but this is our secondary machine. So it's gonna mainly just run beans this year. That's the plans, that's the goals. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'll record as I go down the stairs. I'm not afraid. But I'll go ahead and go to the other combine, kind of give you the looks on the inside. I just really want to show you guys the inside of the cabs, the difference in how much they've changed, because it is absolutely mind-blowing. Just how much improvements they've had. So here we're in the shop with the new machine. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, which is your favorite color. I don't know. This one's growing on me. I like both of them. They're both very pretty. I still wish this had the cat motor, but it's got a MAN motor or a man motor. I was watching Mike Mitchell's videos, and supposedly it's an MAN motor. You can't call it a man motor. But yeah. Some people might be wondering what that is. That's from water coming from the tank. This machine was sitting outside whenever it was on the lot. So, yeah. So we just got this machine this year. It isn't a brand new machine, but it was only ran in corn. So yeah. It's a Class 8 machine running the MAN motor with 500 and I think it's about 520 horsepower. So a little bit more horsepower, but it's a Class 8 machine. But they, according to CLAAS or anybody we talk to, this machine will be superior to the 760 by a long shot, they say. So I believe them. As you can tell, we've had a great update in the cab. Before I talk about that, we got a big hopper on top of 510 bushels. There is 2 options. I think the other one's like 430. We got the big 510 bushel hopper, which if you don't know what bushels means, that's pretty much half a semi. That's a lot. That's a lot. A lot of capacity, which will take a while in beans, but in corn, with how this machine will probably get after it, just like its relative over there, I'd say this thing's going to be an absolute beast. But in the cab, we are absolutely different. We got the refrigerator on the side here. It opens up sideways. The other one has a refrigerator, but it flips up like this, which I didn't like that. It really sucked. And it would always hit the seat belt. It's just junk. But we got a brand new seat. Everything's brand new. There's not a single thing in this cab that hasn't been updated. We got a nice big touchscreen display. You can mount your phone over here. You got some cup holders. We got our radio mounted up in here. But yeah, just look at this. It is absolutely different. It has changed so much. We got new steering wheel. Got some foot pegs right here. And here's your new remote for lifting up and down the head right here. It's just a lot different. And how you're grabbing it, instead of like this, you're holding it like this, which is a little strange. You got your throttle here, which it is an actual throttle. You just got 3 modes, so it locks into certain places. There's idle, there's mid, and there's full. That's where you run it, your machines. There's turning on your machine, and then your head. Then you got tons of little buttons for like hoppers and adjusting your sieves and stuff like that. But you can also, I think, do all in this display. But you do everything in the display now. When it comes to switching between crops, which this is something that they've lacked in for a long time that a lot of other brands had, is you can, well, other brands have pretty well picked it up about the same time. You can switch between beans and corn all through in the cab. So there's no need to adjust your speeds outside the cab. No adjustments outside the cab. It's just everything is in the monitor, which is crazy. You also get a nice little microphone to talk to whenever you're making YouTube videos. No, I'm joking. Whenever you're making phone calls. But yeah, it's just crazy. I really want to run this machine. It's just an absolute beast of a unit. I watched tons of videos on them. They're the bee's knees. I really like the color. Jared's not a big fan, but I'm a pretty big fan of it. Well, that was a little rough. But different mirrors on the side. We got LEDs all the way around it. It is crazy. The one thing that we were kind of questioning about, which I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in the last video, the throats So normally there's throat chains, now they're belts. We don't know what we're gonna think about that yet. Most people haven't complained about it, so I don't think it's gonna be too big of a deal. But yeah, there's a fire extinguisher. But yeah, very pretty machine. I don't understand why this is classified as a Class 8 machine instead of a Class 9, even though it's the same horsepower, and this one has more throughput than the other machine because of the upgraded components on the inside that make everything flow better. But yeah, this is the high-speed model. We haven't got it up to road gear yet, so I don't know if this color is going to be faster with the being a bigger frame machine. Our 740 and our 740, which is a Class 7 machine that we just traded off for this machine, it would go 25 down the road, and it was the high-speed one. But I was always told that these bigger frame machines were a little bit slower going down the road. So we'll see if this one goes 25. That one's never gonna do it because it's not the high-speed version of the tracks. But yeah, one good-looking unit, I'll tell you that much. Man, I want to go combine corn right now. Woo! Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me kind of walking around our two machines and showing you the inside of the cab. I mean, I didn't really go over the whole machine and all the specs. But I really just want to show you guys the differences inside the cab and how much it's changed over the years. It was just one big jump from that old combine to the new combine. It's crazy. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and stick around because we got some harvest videos coming sooner than you know it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you later. And a big shout out to all our shout out crew members for them supporting this channel. If you want to support this channel and become a member, check it out in the link in the description below.